have injuries from boxing? I really don't know. Really. To be honest, I don't know because I mean you have that many fights, generally something. If you had 100 and some fights, some happened. Some along the line has happened. I mean, you fighting all the time, so it's gonna take somebody one way or the other. But I mean, I think that I just look back and say to myself, I think that I did what I wanted to do in boxing, I mean, sure, something will happen one way or the other. Whether you may be whatever it is you're gonna be, still something's gonna happen. One way or the other, something's gonna happen. And that's how it is with me. Something happened.
All right, first and foremost, salute to Roger Mayweather, man. 59 and 13, 35 knockouts, 6 defeats by KO. The first Black Mamba passed away last week at a young age of 58. 72 fights, 516 rounds. For most of his career, he was a super featherweight. One of his great victories, of course, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where he was born. And that's where his nephew, Floyd Mayweather, also came out of. Right? So let's take a look at some of the great fights and victories of Roger Mayweather. Now, the thing about Roger Mayweather is he was the kind of fighter that would fight absolutely anybody. At 23 victories and 2 defeats, he said, let's get in the ring with a Mexican legend at 46-0, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. And let's take a look at that one. Now, the thing about Chavez is he was everybody. And Roger Mayweather, he had a great jab, great foot movement, but he had a knack for fighting on the inside. And Chavez just had a great right hand over the top. Just a great right hand over the top. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Chavez Sr. was an absolute beast. He was an absolute beast. That first fight with Chavez Sr. was stopped in the second round. And Chavez just had his number. He went on to get a victory over Mario Martinez, a victory over Walter Sims, victory over Oscar Behinez, victory over Sergio Zambrano, all decisions, victory over Sammy Fuentes, and then he fought Pernell Whitaker. Now, I skipped over a loss. He did take a loss to Freddie Pendleton 2 fights after the Chavez defeat, but then he says, you know what, let's fight Pernell Whitaker at 11-0. And he loses a decision to Pernell Whitaker. Let's look at that fight. So this is round 2 of the fight. And look at Roger Mayweather. I mean, he actually got knocked down in the first round. And the game on this, he was game bred, man. Roger Mayweather was a dog in there. And he would rip you to the body all day long. But like I said, he had a knack for fighting on the inside with anybody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Pernell Whitaker, I mean, at this point in time, he was on his way up the ranks. And he would eventually be known as pound for pound #1 in the world. But this is a great fight. Check it out. And Mayweather had his moments in there. Mayweather had his moments in there. Like I said, excellent jab. Great boxing skill. You know, really was one of the first to have that Mayweather style that you see Floyd using today, who pretty much perfected the shoulder roll, the defense, the catch and shoot, you know, the lead left hooks, the pull counters, all that stuff. He perfected it. But before that, it was the Black Mamba. It was Roger Mayweather. And my goodness, Whitaker had some crazy speed, man. He did. All right, since the Pernell-Whitaker fight, Roger Mayweather has 2 fights after that and then gets a title shot for the WBC World Super Lightweight title against Rene Arredondo. This is for the title. And Roger Mayweather shows up big time in this one. As you can see, you know, this is only the second round. Roger Mayweather feeling him out. Great right hand. Great right hand. Off a double jab. And this would be a crowning moment for Roger Mayweather. And the thing about Roger, he was always the aggressor. And this is the 5th round.
I'm still wondering, Jim, as I said at the off, whether Arredondo can do that 10-stone weight comfortably. He looks as though there's something wrong to me. He's not unleashing quickly enough. Well, I'm thinking the same thing because...
And Roger Mayweather just outclassed this guy. I mean, the jab controlled the fight. Everything off the jab. Look at the uppercut. And that was really his signature shot. That right uppercut took many men off their feet. Almost like a stinger. That right uppercut, you never saw it coming. A guy like Vinny Paz never saw it coming. And that's what did him in. That uppercut shot. But just look at the jab, man. And look how he can switch it up with the lead right hand. The skill was always there with Roger Mayweather. The skill was always there. And what really got him was his need to really want to rough somebody up and beat him up on the inside, because he would fight some guys that just happened to be better fighters on the inside. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., he fought him again. He fought Chavez Sr. again in his career. That's the kind of fighter he was. And hey, you know what? Roger Mayweather was not shy of being warned by any referee. That's a fact. He was not shy of having to do something in the ring that may have been, you know, a dirty tactic, whatever. He was in there to fucking fight. And look at the right hand. Look at the right hand.
He's looking around, he couldn't find his own corner. Well dazed, and the leg legs are buckling under him now. Is Filippo going to stop this after the 8 count? No, he's not. And he winks, would you believe that? That takes a bit of doing. I don't think that...
And Roger just measures him with the right hand, and it's lights out. And it's lights out.
And he's going to take up the count again. He's getting a bit longer, pushing Mayweather back to a neutral corner. And it looks as though he might be able to stop it here, but Arredondo saying, no, I'm okay, but not for long.
Forget about it. Just forget about it. That was the Black Mamba. That was Roger Mayweather. And you, WBC lightweight champion. Brilliant, brilliant fight. And salute the boxing scene for putting this out. A quote from Rich Marotta, who's one of the heads of the Nevada State Boxing Hall of Fame. And Roger Mayweather truly was the original Mexicutioner. He was the guy knocking out Mexican fighters left and right. And Rich Marotta had this to say. He said, I can remember how galling it was to Mexican and Mexican-American fans that he kept knocking off Mexican opponents one after another in LA. He fought at the Olympic, the Sports Arena, and the Forum. He won even a world title knocking out Rene Arredondo out at the Sports Arena. The Mexican fans, however, did respect him for that, albeit a grudging respect. That's probably why when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez at the Forum, it was such a crazed atmosphere that night. What a pitched battle that was. It was tremendous and at an emotional level that was increased by fouls and Mayweather's trainer Jesse Reed jumping into the ring as one of the rounds was ending. Roger did not have a filter when it came to interviews. Thinking back as his time as a sportscaster, I had a memorable but futile interview in the MGM Grand Press room one time. He was the only guy I ever interviewed whose language was so salty throughout the interview that I simply could not edit it to the point where I could find 30 seconds of usable tape. That was Roger Mayweather, guys. That was Roger Mayweather. Probably my overriding memory of him was as the Mexican Assassin, where they kept popping up one Mexican after another, trying to get him beat. But they were unsuccessful in LA at that attempt until, of course, Chavez. Chavez was the only Mexican, I believe, that really had Roger Mayweather's number. Roger Mayweather passed away at 58 when he died on last Tuesday. He was a bad man. He was a bad man. And I'm going to leave it at that. This is my part 1 of the Roger Mayweather, the first Black Mamba documentary. Salute, guys, man. And subscribe if you haven't already. Smash the like button. And I'm out, man. Peace.